Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our church tonight, to this our Father's Day service. Our medium in church tonight is Simon Cook.
Thank you.
Welcome, Simon. Thank you for stepping in at short notice. So, I was afraid you might not turn up.
Yeah, right.
And waiting for us online, for those who are watching online, is Stacie Frost. And I will now invite Simon to open our service in prayer, and this will be followed by the Lord's Prayer.
Okay, friends, would you like to join me in prayer? Our gracious Spirit, we ask a blessing on our service tonight. We ask that the healing light go out towards the world in its troubled time. We ask, dear Lord, the animal kingdom and the nature and all the things that you have given us and created for us, that we look after them. And we ask, dear Lord, that we take this service in thy name, in truth and in love. The love of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father,
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and lead us not into trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
thank you, Simon. I will now light our church candle and invite those of you at home to light your own candles if you're able to. And as we do so, I ask you to ask your loved ones in spirit to draw close to us now, so that we may feel their love and presence all around us. May this be the candle to enlighten us all, the light of strength and love that spreads all around the world, the fire that enables us to burn out all our pride, our selfishness, and the impurities that are within us. May it be the flame that brings warmth to our hearts, warmth to our families, our neighbours, our friends, and all those around us, and those we meet on our life's journey, and all those who need it most. And tonight, because it's Father's Day, I invite you all to come up and light a candle for someone who perhaps has passed, or a father who's still here, that's fine, or just someone you feel you want to light a candle for. So,
You say?
Thank you. I ask you now to join me in sending out love and light to all those in need of healing. Loving thoughts and prayers create a strong healing energy that can reach all around the world, to all the people and places that need it most. I will begin by reading the names from our church healing book and then offer a healing prayer. And now our prayers are asked for Matilda the baby, Linda, Rob, Danny, Peter, Irene, Ray, Anne, Kay, Jenny S, W, Jenny W, Jill, David, Jean D, Kath, Alan, Darren, Derrin, Claire, Talia, Tanya, Lorraine, Chris, Elaine, Kath, Lawrence, Jill, David, Jenny W, Jenny S, David Brown, Fran, Veronica, Joan, Tessie, Colin, Cyril, Martin, Carol, Bill, and Mark, Dennis, June, Peggy, Jill and Alan, Richard, Brenda, Alan and Kay, Shirley, Helen, Shirley, Janice, Dennis, Glenn, Susan, Donna, Jenny, Lincoln, Bonnie and Jade, Tony, Jean and Alan, Eileen, Tony Jr. and Tony Sr., Alison, Ken, Amelia, Bethany, Suzanne and family, Nigel and family, Jackie and family, San, Norma and Paul, Karen, Steve, Shelby, the whole True Production cast, Crystal, Marcus, Patrick, Pat, Chris, Anne, Bonnie, Sharon, Sam, Rita, Steve, I think that's Joan, I'm not sure. Kanda, Mark, Peter, Jane, Janet, and Sam. Jason, Tracy, Gavin, Bets and Christine, Paddy prayers for Karen, Jeffrey, Victoria, and a cat. Dear Heavenly Father, we join together now to send our thoughts of healing, love and light around the world to all those in need of healing, both physically and emotionally. We ask it to also reach and protect our animal kingdom and the world of nature that is all around us. We pray that our energy may reach those who are cold or homeless tonight, and those less fortunate than ourselves, wherever they may be. May our thoughts and energy bring calm and peace to everybody. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Saviour. Amen. Amen. We'll now have 1 minute silence so that you can send out your own personal thoughts and prayers to those in need, those whose names we've read, and any you may now think of in your own private thoughts. And this will be broken by the singing of the hymn, Gracious Spirit, the words of which are in the front of your hymn book. I will now invite Peter to bring us our Bible reading for this evening.
Evening all. Lovely to see a nice full church. You've all got your angels with you. And welcome to those online. Tonight's reading, Jesus does not judge us, but expects us to judge ourselves. In the spiritual aspect, we cannot judge or condemn others, as we do not know all the facts. For tonight's reading, I've chosen the Gospel of St. John. We see throughout the reading two distinct lines of thought. We see Jesus speaking always from the spiritual aspect, where the Jews are taking the earthly point of view. The Testament of St. John is about the life of Jesus, the Christ on earth. And the people were often trying to trap him into something they could, to discredit him and to bring action against him. Of course, they always did, and they always will fail. Like all the scriptures, there are important messages that, being understood, like I've expressed on other readings, is always coming back to understanding the way of life, God's way. This again demonstrates Christ's gentle, compassionate spirit. We see the loving and true Son of God. Teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought a woman caught in adultery before him and claimed maximum judgment under the law of Moses. Today we call it the law of the people, meant to control a standard of living with penalties for breaking these codes of law. But God's law is a greater law, covering all others in the power of love. As the story unrolls, Jesus will not judge the woman or give the accusers credence for their claims. We are told many times in the scriptures that we should not judge, as we may not know all the circumstances. Speaking spiritually now, Jesus neither condemned the condemners nor the condemned, but set in motion certain spiritual forces which awaken conscience in both accuser and accused. How many of us could do that today? God has planted in the soul, with which, when stimulated through our conscious, reveals the soul's errors to itself. How many of us have experienced this within ourselves? In the spiritual world, it is the outworking of the law of karma. The soul is its own accuser, and we just know when it is us ourselves that we're wrong. Jesus knows the woman has sinned and knows true remorse can be so deep and so poignant that the soul needs no further judgment, only the healing balm of love. And Jesus was teaching by his own actions. Tonight's reading, St. John chapter 8. At the dawn he appeared again in the temple, where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. The teacher of the law and the Pharisees brought him in a woman caught in adultery. They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman was caught in the act of adultery. In the law, Moses commanded us to stone such women. Now, what would you say?" They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, "Let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. At this, those who heard began to go away, one at a time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left, with the woman still standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she said. "Then neither do I condemn you," Jesus declared. "Go now and leave your life of sin." God bless that reading and thank you.
It's now time for those of you who are watching us online to leave us here in church and be joined by Rob and Stacie, who will guide you through the rest of our service. We thank you for joining us tonight and look forward to seeing you all again soon.
Hello everybody, nice to be back connecting with people in Essex, as I'm now a Yorkshire lass. So I can see there's lots of people online, so it's lovely to see you all coming on. So thank you and hello. Tonight's philosophy obviously has got to be about Father's Day, hasn't it, and fathers. So that's where I'm going to be putting my energies into connecting with Spirit and with their philosophy as well. So hello to everybody coming on, and just a shout out to Candice, my friend Candice, who's meant to be on tonight, and she's been so poorly, so I hope you're feeling better, my darling. Well, with fathers as well, so we're thinking tonight of all those fathers that are here as well and in spirit, and just thinking about the love that they've given us and the value they have to our lives as well. And I'm sort of thinking, what is a father? Well, in spiritual terms, it's somebody that I feel is like a protection force, isn't it? It's sort of that person that your first male that you see when you're growing up, the first influence that you have of a gentleman in your life is usually your father. And sometimes, you know, and hopefully most of the time, we have really good experience with that. And I was sort of thinking that, you know, when we have, like when I'm in church and I'm doing philosophy and readings in church, it's not just about father with the link. Sometimes you get stepfather can come through, grandfather, adopted father, different types of people, uncles even, can have that fatherly vibration. It's any gentleman or any man in your life that has actually been an inspiration to you. That's what I feel that a fatherly influence is that they are protective, they're guiding, they're non-judgmental and loving. And so when we think about those ones in spirit that we've lost, it doesn't matter what relationship they have been to you, if they've embodied that beautiful, that love that they've given you in your life. we'd like to think about those and just, I know that in your own way, you've all taken a moment today and probably online thought about those lovely men in spirit that have helped you on your journey, helped you through your life and been so valuable to you on your life's path. And also I want us to give a shout out as well to any new dads to be, or any new dads that have just come into the world of, here's my beautiful baby, I'm scared, because it is a big thing, it's a big responsibility. There's also the type of man, I would say, also we don't always have a good experience. Not everybody has a good role model in their life as a father either. And so sometimes there are people in life that might not know what to do. They might not have the guidance of somebody that's been a guiding star in their life. And so when you have your own family, they might think that they are failing or not quite know what to do in that situation. Because we know that there are different types of gentlemen in our lives that can be fatherly or embody that beautiful fatherly feeling. If you are like that, if you don't have a good role model in your life as a father, or sometimes we carry hurt as well, that there's can be bitterness underneath, and it doesn't have to be boys, it can be girls as well, you know, and all sorts of different people, you know, as we go along our life, we have issues sometimes with family members. But if we hold on to the fear, if we hold on to resentment, that also stops our growth from moving forward. So if you're in a situation where that hasn't been the case for you, or you haven't had that fantastic role model and that beautiful energy that's protective of you, I would say to you, spiritually, you need to let go of anything that you're holding on to. Because everybody in their life has their own path, and we don't always get it right. We know, even as parents, mums, dads, nans, granddads, aunts, uncles, we don't always get it right. We try to do the right thing, but like I say, we don't all have a guidebook when we come here to what the rules are. And we've all got our own life plan of how we have to learn as well, and what we're here to remember to learn. But if you do need some guidance and you want to be a better dad or parent, try to think of a gentleman or a man in your life that, if it's not your own father or grandfather, was there an uncle, was there a teacher, is there a friend's father, that, or somebody even on the television that you think, oh, they really embody the epitome of what a father is. And that should be about raising a human being, a soul, to go into the world, to spread their wings, but with that loving guidance. And so you can emulate a person like that. You don't have to have them in your life. You know, you can see somebody else think, oh, what sort of father do I want to be? I would like to be that protective person. I would like to be the one that nurtures and gives everything I have to my child. And then walk the path of that other person. Let go of any guilt, any frustration, any fear, because that's how we then raise our vibration and we can walk the path in a better way. But also, just have a think about those loved ones as well, even the ones that are on the earth plane at the moment, and think about them. They sometimes, and especially with gentlemen in our lives, they don't always like to tell us what's wrong, do they? They can be a bit stubborn, don't like to tell us when there's problems, and they can be a little bit deep, and we have to sometimes stand back and look at them and think, what is going on with them? Is there something they're not telling us? Is there any way we can help and support them too? Because really tonight, it's not just about a shout out for dads, it's about a shout out for men in general. Guys, all I'd ask you to do, if you are struggling in whatever way you are, please talk to each other, and everybody talk to each other. And I think this is more about communication, not just spiritual communication, but communication on all levels with everybody around the world. We're so divided, aren't we? Everything seems to be pulling us in different ways, but that's not what we're about. We are from the source, from the creator. I liken it to say that the source, the God, or vibration, whatever way you describe it, is like a dandelion clock. That is the source of all creation. And then when the wind blows, the dandelion spreads all its little seeds everywhere. So you imagine that's us. That's our little souls going off, doing our own thing. We're part of the source, but we're also separate as well, having our own experience. And sometimes when we do that, we go adrift and we get lost. And we don't realise that we're part of the collective, part of the whole. And that's when, especially gentlemen as well, because they want to feel tough. They want to feel like, I've got this, stiff upper lip and all that sort of stuff, is that they don't express themselves. And they think maybe it's sort of, not the thing to do to chat to each other and to chat to the other gentlemen and ladies and people in their lives that might be able to help. We're all part of God's creation. We are God because we are all part of the whole collective. And when you understand that, you start to realize that you're such a divine being. You're a being of light, and you have so much power within you. And then you can change anything in your world because you realize that you are also the creator, like the universal consciousness is a creator. And also when you understand about how connection works with the energy, obviously you all know that we can't create or destroy energy, we just change from one form to another, which is how we can have our connection to the spirit world. But the same connection still goes on even in the physical life. When you think about someone and then they ring you, that's the psychic link, that's the communication link that we put out, but it's via energy. So when we understand that, if you're a person or a gentleman or a lady that feels I'm absolutely alone and I don't have anyone, put your thoughts out, forgive. When you raise your vibration, let go of your guilt, let go of your fear, let go of your resentment, let go of your judgment, and just be in the now and realize that you are so strong and you're so beautiful, but you are all stronger together. Let us be a world that includes everybody, that doesn't divide each other, that looks at each other and says, you are another soul on your journey, and we reflect each other. I see love in you, and you see love in me. And then hopefully the beautiful gentlemen in our lives will also understand that, and that they're not alone. They don't have to be tough. They can be vulnerable like we can. And also, ladies, remember, you can also, you're always very tough as well. I mean, the thing is, it's not an easy life out there, is it? Especially on this physical plane, it's very dense. So we have to have lots of like metal with us to get through things. My sort of thoughts is that we're so connected together, and it breaks my heart when I see people feel so alone, desperate, destitute, and they realise that when they're in conflict with not only each other but with themselves, they have the key to change their life. You have the key to change your life, and all you have to do is change this mindset that you are not alone. Not only are your family around you, spirit are around you, and that everybody matters, every life matters, every belief matters, because that is what connects us together. And it's that understanding of everybody. And if we could all be like that, wouldn't it be a beautiful way? That would be heaven on earth, wouldn't it? And I know maybe that isn't going to be the case. But I say to you, if you feel like that, or you feel that you're not doing a good job, even if it's not a guy that sort of feels, oh, I don't know how to do this, or I feel like I'm failing a family. Women feel like that as well. Think about all the good things that you are doing. Think about the strength that you've had, the resilience you've had, the fact that you might be, getting up for work at God knows what time in the morning and absolutely exhausted by the time you go to bed, and yet you're still smiling. But please communicate, beautiful people. Please communicate with each other, because that's when we love, and the healing that we can give one another when we hug, when we just ask are you okay? And then we can understand that we need to see ourselves as the temple, see ourselves in the divine light that we are. And then let's all get together and create a beautiful world for our children to live in. Thank you very much. Right, I haven't done this for a while, so please be aware that I'm a bit rusty on the online, because it's been about 2 years since I've done an online service. But I hope those words resonated with you as well. And also the other thing is that there is no real death. It's just an illusion. We're all spirit beings, and our energy does not die. It just changes into a different form of life. So I say it's not life after death, it's life after life. And sometimes the life that we have when we pass away is actually a better life, because we go home, but there's no pain, there is no grief, and there's no hurt. It's just pure unconditional love. So, right, I shall now try to link in with you lovely people. All I'd say to you is, because it's a little bit different online for me, because I'm used to maybe doing more platform work. So I'll try and get as much information as I can. Sometimes I'll be drawn to someone. Sometimes I might get somebody come through for someone. If it's really 3 no's, you know, it's not. I know sometimes you can be a bit information can sort of be similar for different people. If it's really 3 no's, I like to try and get the information that is direct. All right, so just comment as much as you can if you think I'm with you, if it's been thrown out there. So, right, lovely people, send your energy and we'll get cracking. Okay, I have a dog coming in actually, and I had the dog here before, and for some reason, although I've never actually owned a dog, but the animal kingdom is joining me quite a lot. Now this is quite a big dog, and I'd say it's something like either it's like a Newfoundland or that sort of you know, like the big sort of rescue type of dogs. So I don't know if it's a St Bernard or a Bernese mountain dog. I don't know if it's one of those, but it's that size dog and that type of dog, and it comes in as well. So I don't know if there would be anyone that would have had a dog like that or would have understood a dog like that. It is like sort of like browny white sort of colour as well. I also have a lady coming forward as well. Now normally left is mum's side, daddy's right, but this lady's coming through on the right hand side, and she feels more like a grandma type of lady as she comes forward. And she's only quite a short lady, but hair is similar to, it's like salt and peppery, but she has it very, very tightly rolled. She's only just a small lady as well, but for some reason she comes in with this dog. So I don't know if she's like Nan on dad's side of the family. Sarah, the dog is like a browny white sort of patchy colour, things like that. So that's the sort of colour I can see the dog. He's like a big fur ball, and it's just come in and sat down next to me. All right. But for some reason, this lady is also significant. She's like a very chattery lady as well, and she feels like she lives on her nerves a little bit as well, this lady. She's more old school as I see her. So I feel that she'd be a Nan on a dad's side of the family. So I don't know if that would make sense to people, but obviously links with a dog like this because a dog has come in with her. So not unless it's something that she would have had as well. She's also talking about heart problems as well, because I'm linked to my chest, and she's talking about it fluttering quite a lot as well. She's also talking about someone on the earth plane suffering with very bad headaches at the moment, right across the eyes, she's telling me. And it just sort of, it's feel like a band across the eyes. Right. Now she gives me the name Debbie as well, but I don't know if it's one of you ladies online there or is it a different Debbie. But she's given me the name Debbie as well that links around her. She's also linking me to my throat and down my ear. What they do is, spirit, they put their ailments on me. So I don't know if it's the person from spirit that is feeling that pain, or it could be somebody online, because it's like, I just feel like I've got pain from my ear and it's going all the way down my throat as well. And I feel this is more on the earth plane, that somebody on the earth plane has got pain down the ear and down their throat. If it's not the person online, it'd be somebody around them. Okay. So Debs, is that it? I know because you're on there as Debs, but your family called you Debbie. Would you understand the dog, my darlings, what on the lady on Dad's side of the family? Because this little lady is linked with this dog as well. And would you understand the condition, obviously a heart condition, and the pain that seems to come down from the jaw to the throat as well? It could be something that somebody's suffering around you at the moment with pain. It's like, I don't know if there's a dental problem there and it's just affecting the throat, or vice versa, but I know it's around this part of my face. Okay. Oh, and the heart, yes. Okay. What she's saying to me, she keeps linking me to my heart as well, Debs. But there is heartache there as well. Oh, you've got tooth issues. All right, darling, painful. It's like there's heartache there. It's not just a heart problem, but I feel that this is in the past, heartache. So I don't know if this is to do with you at the moment. Something's gone on in the past that's giving you heartache, or she's sort of talking about her heartache. But I know it's the left of me, so I know it would have been past as well. She's saying to me that you're quite level-headed. All right, you're quite level-headed, but you're a bit over the place at the moment. It's like she's also keeps bringing me to like somebody, like, I don't know if you've got dark hair, darling, or you put it back and it's quite thick, your hair dark, I'm not sure, but she's also showing me a gold bracelet on a wrist, and I don't it feels like it's got a gold heart on it or gold charms on it. It feels like it's on my left wrist, but she's making me aware of it as well. It doesn't matter if you didn't get to see her, if you would just understand the lady, that's okay, because sometimes you don't have to be really close, but they just like to be remembered as well. You have dark hair. All right, darling, thank you. And would you understand a gold bracelet as well? It feels like a little charm bracelet or like a link bracelet with a little gold thing on. I don't know if it's hers, but it feels like it's round your wrist for some reason. She's also saying, oh, you've got a bracelet on the left arm. All right. Okay. Thank you. She's also saying that you're struggling with your self-image at the moment. Would you understand that? And she's really upset that you feel like this about yourself, but she's saying it's because you feel really low in yourself at the moment. And you're a bit of a pickle. You don't quite know what to do with yourself. And it's like she's showing me you're looking at her, because she actually comes closer to you as well. Oh, it is a crystal bracelet with a heart. That's fine. I could see a little heart on there. But it's like you're looking at yourself, and it's like it's like you don't want to look at yourself. And she's very upset about this, because she's just saying to me, you're such a beautiful person. You're so kind. And she really doesn't like to see you like this. All right. But she knows things are going on in your stomach area as well. And she knows things are going on with you. She's also telling you not to put all your eggs in one basket. So I don't know whether it's like you're planning something and it's just like you're all in. But she's just saying, hold back a little bit in certain areas. This feels like an emotional thing to me, as if, you know, when you give your all to someone, and it's like, yes, I've got to give everything I've got. It feels like I want to hold back a little bit as well. All right, so I don't know if that makes sense to you, Debs. But but because she wants you to protect this as well, all right? Because she said she knows there's a trust issue with you, but sometimes you're a bit heart on sleeve. You like to give everything you've got. Also, I've got a cockatiel coming in as well, so I don't know if you would understand a white cockatiel, because I've just got this, but this is on the right hand side, so I do think it might link with this lady as well. She's also talking about right hip pain as well, please. All right. Yeah. And if you were thinking about her the other day, remember what I said about connections? When you're thinking sometimes of somebody and they come to you, that's because they know in spirit with the energy when you're thinking about them. And they also know when you need their help as well. Oh, she had a cockatiel. All right. I could just see it there in my mind's eye. She's quite a down-to-earth lady, actually. She's quite no nonsense as well. And I feel like her legs were quite bad towards the end. Oh, you have right hip pain, aren't my darling? And I feel like she struggled on her little pins a bit as she got older. It's as if her legs gave her a lot of problems at the bottom. But I feel like she lost a lot of weight on her legs, if like she had little stick legs. I feel like sometimes as well, I don't know if she had osteoporosis, but I feel like there's bone loss as well with her. She just wants to come in and give you such a big hug right now. And it's just like she's giving me a tissue, and it's like she's dapping your eyes at the moment. All right, saying, don't you worry, don't you worry. All right, don't you worry. I feel with her, it was just, she passed because it was just a winding down of the body. There feels like there's a few things going on with her internally. All right. And I feel like it's like winding down with her body. There doesn't feel like any big, like, dramatic thing with it. I just feel like there's a winding down. But she just wants you to not worry and have that tissue. Yeah, she was very nervous. That's what I feel like. But this cockatiel, it's like she has a good old chinwag with it. I think it got on her nerves sometimes, but then it's like that communication again, isn't it, with something, even with another animal soul, and that also can give us so much comfort as well. She's talking about a holiday as well. I don't know if you've been looking or thinking about a holiday, but it's like you're in two minds. So I don't know. It's like you want to go, but you're not sure. Or I don't know if it's where it is, or it's who you're going with, or something. It feels like there's a little bit something holding you back, Debs, all right, from really saying, yes, this is what I want to do. But this is just how you feel at the moment, because I do feel that you're not very sure of yourself. But please, please, please take her love and just, take her tissues and her hugs and her love for you. She just said to me, I wish she could see herself how I see her. All right. And so please take her love and realise that in her eyes, you are beautiful. All right. And she just wants you to remember that. So I'm going to leave her love with you, Debs. Sorry, I've got my garden chair up here, so I'm a bit squeaky at the moment. Otherwise, it's my joints. Okay. Right, I feel I've got a gentleman coming forward. Right, I feel like I'm drawn to Rebecca, but just keep an ear out, because sometimes when the messages go quite quickly, I'm trying to sort of link in. So that's why it's more likely that I'll just throw them out and see if you would understand them. I have a gentleman coming forward. Now, he comes through on mum's side, but it's like he's standing at the back. So I don't know whether he's a friend to the family or like an uncle or something of mum's, but he just stands at the back of me. Usually when people stand to the side, they're like known to the family or partners, things like that. but they might not be blood relation or immediate family. The gentleman I've got has got a squarish face as I'm looking at him. He's got short hair. He's about sort of, as I'm looking at him, probably late 60s, early 70s, but as I say, I can just see him in my mind's eye. He feels like he would have had sort of squarish glasses on, and at one point, I think he would have had a little moustache. He doesn't feel like a very tall man, so I put him back 5'7", 5'8" at the most. I'm sitting down, so I can't do my, like that. So your mum's uncle, Rebecca, would you understand that, darling? He feels like a squarish sort of gentleman, as if he's a little bit broad, but he's not a tall man, all right? But he's like he's watching me. It's like he's observing. So I'm wondering whether he's more like that on the earth plane. He would have not said a lot, but he would have just stood and watched people like a people watcher, okay? He feels sort of very unobtrusive as well. It's like I wouldn't want to jump in a conversation. I wouldn't want to make a big show of myself, but I just like to stand and see people. He likes to be amongst people, but I feel like there must be a lot of ladies around him, because I can feel like a lot of chatter going on, but it's just like I feel like he steps back as if like he just lets all the women get on and have a chinwag. He feels quite a quiet gentleman, actually, and very unassuming as well. Now he's got. He also carries with him. It's about handkerchiefs and things. It's like like the old silk hankies, and it's like a burgundy one. It's like he's wiping his nose. So I don't know if it's him that always like had a hanky and it's a proper one and he's wiping his nose, or somebody on the earth plane has been sort of like had really bad colds at the moment. So he wants to wipe their nose. You have his hankies, that's fine. They're lovely. They're like silk as well, really lovely ones. But I feel this is part of him, that he would have always had these with him. And he feels like he would have liked to go out very smart as well. I feel he's a very smart gentleman. He doesn't come across as a total man's man, like he doesn't a ladies' man. I think he can be quite good with both sexes as well. That he can sort of, chat with the guys, chat with the ladies, but I don't feel he gets over involved with the conversation. I think sometimes it's just a little bit top level, he doesn't like to get too deep. But saying that, he is quite a deep thinking man, all right? He feels quite an intelligent man. And I feel like sometimes, I don't know whether he felt like he didn't fit in or he felt a little bit socially awkward with lots of people. But he just feels as if like he knows people, but he doesn't push himself on people. That's what I think I'm trying to say. Now, he's just saying to me, he's come through, Rebecca, because you're going through a little bit of an up and down situation at the moment. If I say your heckles are up, that's it. He keeps himself to himself. That's exactly right. But he feels like your heckles are up somewhere, as if someone's sort of like either getting on your nerves or someone's grating on you a little bit. And it's like I feel like I want to keep shoving this off, like, no, I'm fine. Yeah, I'll just ignore it. But he's making me aware that something is out of sync with you. Does that make sense to you, Rebecca? He says that you do have a lot of energy as well. That you're a person that is quite energetic, that you when you're in a good day, you're bounding about. But something is sort of like niggling you at the moment, all right? And he's not telling me what it is, but it just feels like somebody around you that is just irritating you, I have to say. But I feel like I'm trying to keep my lips zipped. I know we can't say it on an open forum, but it just feels like you're trying to be very tactful at the moment and just like keep your own counsel. But I think this is why his energy has come through, darling, because like energy meets like energy. And sometimes in spirit, even though it's not always the person we expect, but where energy comes through, because it's something about their energy that maybe you need to embody. And it feels like this watching and observing what's going on, but maybe not getting too involved in it, is the way I feel that he's trying to influence you. Just like, you know, keep things calm, don't get too involved, don't get pulled into anything, and just like hold your own counsel. Would you also understand a little boy on the earth plane as well, please? Because he's making me aware of a boy, a small boy, but like, you know, like in a buggy age. Like I feel like I'm pushing him in like in a little stroller or something. If it's not yours, can be somebody close around you in the family or a close friend. But if they make me aware of a youngster or something on the earth plane, it's because they're just sort of, you know, they like to come in close. If there's any issues and stuff, they would like to highlight it, that they send healing. But it feels like quite an energetic little youngster that I'm sensing. So I don't know if you can understand that, if it's somebody to do with you, darling, or somebody around you that has like a toddler type of age. All right. He's very energetic. All right. He's very energetic. He's very strong-willed as well. All right. And this gentleman was just saying to me, he hates being strapped in the pram or the buggy, hates it. And it's like, I want to fight to get out of it. All right. So I feel like he's quite independent. And okay, and it just feels like so I don't know if this is how old he is now, or it was just showing me how old he was when he knew him. But I feel like I wanted to get out, and I didn't want to stay in the buggy, and I wanted to be independent, and I'm quite strong-willed. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, because when he's looking at him, it's like he's linking to him as well. So sometimes I said, when they're making a young person or a person on the earth plane highlighted, it's because they're sending healing to that person as well on the earth plane. He's very connected to him as well. It's like, I don't know whether your nephew has seen him, because sometimes, especially young people, they have more of an insight than we do. But he just feels very protective over him as well. So I don't know how many years have passed, you know, since he knew him, but he just got but he also laughs at him. There's a little bit of dry sense of humour with this gentleman where he's concerned. It's like he looks at him and laughs as well, because sometimes it's like there's challenges and there's sort of personality. And when we have disabilities at times, there are challenges with that, but also there is personality there, and this strong-willed personality to be independent sometimes is what he laughs at, because he knows it's sort of like as if he's trying to voice himself, you know. He's also showing me like a little gold ring as well. So I don't know if this is something you've got, but it feels like, you know, one like the little heart rings or something, or a little sort of signet ring. It just feels there's a little ring. And I don't know if you've got very, very tiny fingers, like slim fingers, but it's like showing me a hand, really dainty and pretty hands. All right. And this ring on the hands. But I think it's like a little gold ring. But it's like, I feel like I want rings on lots of fingers as well. So if this is you or somebody around you that likes to wear lots of rings, but he's making me aware of this little gold ring as well. And he's given me turmeric for some reason. So I don't know if someone's is looking into turmeric and the health benefits, or adding it to things. But for some reason, he's given me turmeric. So I don't know where that is, darling. I'll just lay it out there. All right. Because it might be with turmeric. It's very good for joint pain with pepper, you know. So I don't know if it's something to do with arthritis, or it's just you're trying to get spice food up or something, or somebody even hates it. I don't know. I could just see it. Oh, they took it for the joints. Okay, because he keeps giving me turmeric. Okay. Okay. Let me just ask him. All right, I never promise anything, but you'll be the messenger. Okay, darling? He's like his energy is just sort of, it's lightened but got heavy at the same time, because he's got a bit more serious, if that makes sense. And he's saying to me, she'll find me in the wind, she'll find me in the rain, and she'll find me in nature, and she'll find me in here. He's quite poetic, actually, which is beautiful. Would you understand her skin coming up as well, or something to do with her skin? Because it just feels like, I don't know whether she's having an outbreak or something, or but I feel like I've got tenderness on my skin at the moment, or blotchiness. So I don't know if you would understand that, and it could be stress. He sits with her and watches her, all right, and there's that part of her that's like in a bit of a daze at the moment. He watches her and he follows her around the house. And it's like he watches her, and she's like on autopilot. All right, and he has tried to get through to her. He's told me he has tried to get through to her, but he's quite a sentimental man in his own way. But he just wants her to really find him through just experiencing things, just the beauty of the world, because that's what he wants for her. That's how he sees her, all right, is the beauty in the world. And she needs to be very gentle with herself as well. She also hugs a cushion. I don't know if that would make sense to you. I don't know if it's got his smell or she's had one of these things that's made out of his shirts or something, but I just feel like she keeps hugging a cushion as if like she's squeezing it to herself. And he watches her as well. And it's like, but when she cries, she doesn't like to make a sound. It's like she's private with it, because he's very private. And it's like she doesn't want to keep showing everybody else that she's hurting, and she's, how she's feeling. She's trying to put a brave face on. So she goes and hugs this cushion, and it's sometimes like rocking just on the bed, and she's like sobbing quietly, because I don't know if there's somebody else she doesn't want anyone to hear that she's upset. And so it's like shutting the door and just having a private moment. But he wants it to know that he's with her when she does that, and she's never alone. So I'm going to leave his love with you, darling. All right, so if you could pass that on, that would be beautiful. Thank you. I have a lady building up with me. I think I'm just going to have to throw them out tonight, because I've got so many beautiful people coming there. I just, I don't want to spend time looking at everybody. I'll just try and sling it out and hope it gets very quickly to the right person. The lady I have, she's not a small lady, actually. She feels probably about 5'5", that sort of height, maybe 5'6". So she doesn't feel like a small lady. And I know her hair would have been darker, or she would have dyed it darker, like a dark brown colour. And it's about here on her, but she would have had it curled or waved or something. And she sort of feels like she's not a small lady. She feels sort of quite comfortable, but she's not big, if that makes sense. Now she's coming through. I feel like I'm on Dad's side of the family, but again, like the gentleman was just to the side of me, I feel like there's a connection. Either they've known someone on Dad's side, or it's somebody, say like an auntie or somebody like an in-law, also can come in on this side as well. So it could be like mum-in-law, stepmum, that type of thing as well. She likes sort of like pastel-y colour top. She feels like she's more into a skirt. I'd put her in her late 50s, early 60s, so she doesn't feel like an elderly lady. She sort of feels still sort of middle-aged, that sort of thing. I've got to be careful of that, because the older I'm getting, the more I'm pushing middle age further back. She likes her gold earrings, like mine. She likes sort of quite big earrings as well, as I'm linking in with her. But she's quite a lively character as well. She doesn't hold back in what she says. She's quite forceful in what she says, and but she's quite a life and soul of the party as well. I do think that she likes a good laugh. She's got quite a good sense of humour. She can be a bit naughty with a sense of humour sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody on here, because I can just see her in my peripheral vision. And sometimes they do muck around on side. So if the description makes sense to you, I feel that she had a lot going on in her body. She keeps bringing me to my chest area as well. I feel there is a cancer condition with her as well, and she's making me feel like it wasn't quick. I feel like I've had it. I've had treatment. I've had treatment as if it was drawn out a little bit, but it went very quick at the end. All right, so it's like as if she kept fighting it, different treatments and things like that. She still keeps trying to keep a smile on her face as well, but it's like she just said it got me at the end. It's like I couldn't fight anymore with it. All right, so Angie says you sound like if you feels like it's a couple of people, I'll give some more evidence, and then if it's definitely for you, you'll know, because I'll try and ask for something that one of you will understand. But it does feel more like an auntie, all right, because it's that. But she's also very much in the family, you know. You can talk to her. She's one of these people. She's saying if you couldn't talk to your mum, you'd come to me. All right, you couldn't talk to your mum, you talk to me, because she'd be like the sounding board. All right, and she's just got a very beautiful, quite big personality as well. All right. There's also a little dog as well that comes in with her. Now this looks like a light coloured dog. I'm not very good with breeds, but I know it's only a smallish dog that comes in with her as well. And it's not I don't know if it's got curly or wavy fur, but it looks, you know, that poodlish type of fur. But it looks like it's either been clipped or it looks like it's sort of quite neatly coiffed, if that makes it coiffed. She's also linking me, again, this might be somebody on the earth plane. She's linking me to somebody whose left arm either shakes or has got pain in the left arm. But I don't know if this is her or somebody on the earth plane that she's making. So I'm trying to ask for things that would make sense to you online. So it's the pain, and she's talking about a hand as well, the hand as well, as if I get shooting pains in my hand. It feels sort of like either a nerve pain or something like that coming from the wrist down the arm, but it feels like it's on my left arm. Okay, and she's also talking. Oh, you lost out your shih tzu. Okay, so it's that type of dog, darling. Was it like a light coloured one? Because I'm seeing it just like one sort of colour, like white dog. Or I think it's like a white dog. There's also, she's talking about someone getting like a ringing sound in their ears as well. So I don't know if this is somebody that's suffered tinnitus, or it's just like that. There's like a buzzing in the ears, but I've got like a ringing noise in my ear as well. She's talking about the cough as well. All right, coughing, and okay, she's saying that was the start of the end. Was the getting on the chest. All right, is some of like the coughing and the what she couldn't get over. It just sort of took, and it's sort of like her immune system couldn't cope with it. Oh, you have tinnitus. All right, darling, that's what I can hear then. Would you understand as well, in the family now, there's some studying going on, or someone's trying to get their head down to study, and they're finding it a little bit that it's like their concentration keeps going. It's like I'm trying to read stuff and it's important and I can't read it because my mind keeps going somewhere else, and I'm trying to get this in my head, and focus on what I'm meant to be doing. Because I don't know who it is, but I feel there's somebody who's quite logical, quite level-headed, and likes to get things done, but they're getting cross with themselves because it's like, I just want to start something, and I just can't seem to concentrate on it on that moment. And also, she's making my words go funny, so I don't know if somebody has trouble expressing themselves or getting their words out, unless it was her, like towards the end, she couldn't get her words out properly, or your nephew and niece. All right, darling. She's also linking me to lower back pain as well. And I feel like when I sit for a long period of time, especially, I just feel like I've got lower back pain that catches me when I try to get up. She's so missed, I think, this lady, because she just feels like a really lovely energy. And she was a fighter as well. She never let anything get her down. She kept going and going at it, and she tried to keep such a positive attitude as well. I don't know if someone's got I don't know what the pink ribbon is, but she's given me a pink ribbon as well. Like the little pink ribbon, looks like a infinity symbol as well. Well, that makes sense with the philosophy earlier about, gentlemen, getting them to talk about it and things, because they think they've got to be so strong, don't they? But it's hard when we lose something with somebody in our lives that we love. Would you understand your husband being very tight-lipped, as if he's like not talking about her, as if it's like he's either frightened to talk about it or he doesn't have the words to talk about her, which might be why I couldn't get my words out earlier, because I feel like I'm struggling to express myself with talking about this lady. It's like I've got to keep it all in, I've got to keep everything going, and it's like I've got my blinkers on, all right? And but he's making mistakes at work or something. That's what she's saying to me. He's made a few errors, and because, again, I don't know if this is to do with the concentration or studying something, but I just feel like my concentration's all over the place. So I don't know if that would make sense to you, darling. There's also like a heartburn type of condition going on as well, and it's like that burning pain going down my chest, and this is stress. And also, when we have heartache, things that link to that part of the body can manifest as well when we're not expressing it. So obviously, mind over matter, disease of the mind and body. So this heartache is like down my throat where I can't speak, and my heart, I'm sort of like keeping closed. All right. But it's like she's left okay, it's like she's left something on the floor. I don't know if you found something on the carpet. I don't know if it's like a little button or something small. I can't see what it is, but it's like she's left something small. It looks like round, so I don't know if it's a penny, a button. It feels like there's something you've found that of hers that is just on the floor, on the carpet. So I don't know whether that is coming or you would understand that, but that is like from her. It's like I've just left something there, like a little, I'm here, I'm fine. All right. And she is fine now. So maybe that's what he needs to know, that she is fine. And she says she's not going to stop keeping a beady eye on all of you just because she's on the other side either. All right. Because there's more like a friendship going on there as well. Like there's like she's very, she's got that type of personality that's not mumsy, if that makes sense. She's got like that friend, very, just talks to you straight. She gives him a kiss on the head. All right. She gives him a kiss on the head. But yeah, I don't know what this little thing is that is being found on the carpet on the floor, and it's like there's nothing else around. There's nothing else on the floor. It's just a plain carpet with something that you've spotted, or it's just been on the floor. So I'll leave that with you, darling. All right, if you could pass that on and the love on as well, and just know that she's fine. But she still looks after everybody, all right? She still keeps her eye on everybody. And thank you very much. But I've got a gentleman that's coming forward. And I don't know if this is for you, Sarah, but just keep your just in case, because I was sort of drawn to you. But like I say, I get a name, but just obviously people keep your ears open. I have a lovely gentleman come through on Dad's side of the family. He's quite a slender man as I'm looking at him. He's an older gentleman. I feel there's a bit of follically challenged going on at the top. I think there would have been a bit of stuff, but I've got like little round glasses, and I have so I don't know if this links to you, but I just feel that he's such a lovely energy man as he comes in. He's very kind, he's very generous, and I know he must have lost weight towards the end of his life because he's like pulling his trousers out. Now, he doesn't like ties or anything round his neck, but he says I can smarten myself up when I want to. But he's more of a hands-on type of man, all right? He's clean-shaven as well, but he's got a lovely round little face as I'm looking at him. But say he feels sort of more of a slender-built man, all right? He says, I've never been big, all right? And I was even smaller towards the end of my life. He's one of those gentlemen, again, that's very unassuming, that you can talk to about anything. And he's one of these that just nods. Yeah, don't worry, I'll do that. Yeah, you're all right. What's the matter with you? That's all right. I don't know what Sarah this is for. Just both Sarahs, and keep an ear out if you understand this, but I've just drawn to the name Sarah. So just if the description makes sense to you, then just put your yeses or whatever on, so, and then I can hone it down so I know where I am. It's like fighting it out online. He likes to be outside as well. I think I feel like there's an image of him in a garden or something, like an old photograph of him in the garden. And there's also a dog with him as well. It looks like a black and white dog. So I don't know if it's like a border collie or that type of, or a spank, but I just feel like I've got a black and white dog with him as well. He feels like quite a deep thinker as well. I don't think you'd always know what he was thinking, but his mind was always turning around. He's very astute, all right, and he likes to watch people, and he just like, that one's a good one, that one's a good one, not so keen on that one. But there's no real judgment with him, all right. It just feels like he just observes, makes an opinion, but there's no nastiness in or anything like that. It's just his thoughts on things. Okay, he's also given me, it feels like purple flowers, but they don't feel like real flowers. You know, like a peonies are quite a big flower head. It feels like that, but I don't know if they're silk. Because they don't look real, but they look like, you know, display flowers that you'd put in a vase or something as a real display. This is what it looks like. I can only just got what he's trying to show me. This is a past thing because I know this is going off on my left again. He's also saying that there's a birthday that has just gone as well. So it feels like I've got a birthday cake. So I've been maybe, it feels like a couple of weeks ago that this birthday is significant, but this would be on, although it's on the past, I feel this links to mum's side of the family with a lady that's a birthday that's just gone. All right. Because I feel like I'm linking the flowers to the birthday as well. So I'm trying to look down, so hoping I can to fine tune it for you. He's talking about either working on engines or like, you know, like he's got that sort of mechanical mind as well. And it's like not the machine itself, but I feel like I want to take things apart and rebuild them. So there's a little bit of like an engine thing going on, or parts of an engine, or some workings of something that I want to tinker with. You know what it looks like? It looks like, you know, when you get an exhaust of something, or like that silver like box bit, and it's like, but it's something like that I'd have to take apart and I'm fiddling about with. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo because I'm not very technical. I'm just trying to describe what you're showing me. So I don't know if it's him that would tinker, or there's somebody in the family that takes engines or is very mechanical and takes things apart and puts them back together. He's also given me the name Edward as well, so I don't know if that would make sense to anybody. Sometimes that can be on the earth plane or in spirit. So the name Edward, I'm not saying it's his name, but I just feel that it links around him somewhere. Okay, right, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to give as much information as I can. Your dad worked on steam engines and cars. You can take an Edward. Oh, I'm going to just have to have a blend, aren't I? Just everything. It's the description of the man. That's what makes it. If although they do, certain people do different things, it's the description of him that is quite a slightly built man. I feel that he's an older gentleman, but he just feels very kindly, very genuine. He's a very genuine man as well. He's also shown me a lady that links with him. There's quite a round lady. All right. She's probably average height. I feel that she's quite a comfortable lady as I'm looking at her, but he links with her. All right. And she's a little bit more staunch. So I feel this is either Nan or, you know, Nan and Granddad, or Mum and Dad, sort of to someone. But I just feel like it's like he's very calm. She can be quite, oh, the rules and regulations of the house, a stickler for the rules. All right. Okay. So what I really want is anyone that can take, you know, all of that information together. Then I can sort of, because, okay. For some reason, this lady is cross at the moment. All right. She's cross. She's cross about something that's going on around something in the family. It feels like she's calling it argy-bargy. All right, argy-bargy going on in the family, and it's like there is disharmony in the family, and she's quite cross about this because she likes everyone to be. She tries to keep everyone close knit. She doesn't like lots of arguments and things like that. Now, as I'm looking at her, she's one to put her glasses on her nose when she's looking at you as well, and. Okay, she's linking me to her throat as well. She had a little pendant or something just around her throat, but I've got a scar here for thyroid, but she's bringing me to my throat area as well. So I don't know if that makes sense with this lady as well, because I feel like I keep wanting to keep swallowing as if like she's got something stuck in her throat. Okay, so Lisa, you can take that as well. All right. What I'm going to try and do, because I don't want to just keep going on and on and on. I know there's probably, it might be that there's different information coming in. It's very hard online to sort of try and hone it when there's lots of information that is getting accepted. So I keep trying, people, keep trying to, like, you know, to fine tune it so I know definitely where this lady and gentleman are. But she's also coming in with a dog as well. But this is a smaller black and white dog. So there must be a thing with these types of dogs. But it looks smaller, but it's coming in around her feet. And her feet, she's got her slippers on, and she's just, her feet are quite swollen. And she keeps talking about, oh, the dog getting under my feet. The dog's getting under my feet. She's also given the name Nicola as well. So I don't know where that is, but I'm just giving the name Nicola. What I'm going to do, I'm going to ask them to step back, all right? Because I feel like if you can take any of that and it makes sense to you, just take the love energy as well. Because sometimes with spirit, it's like maybe it's doing like multi-dimensional messages at once. I don't know. But I don't want to sort of keep going. Because I really want to make sure that one person can take. Oh, Nicola was your bridesmaids. All right, okay. So maybe Sarah. That's it. That I was trying to get as much information so I can hone it down. So if you can understand, Sarah, everything that I'm taking, then I feel that that must be for you, because I did say Sarah in the beginning, I believe. So yeah, if you can take most of that, then that is for you. All right. As I said, I'm a bit rusty, so. Sarah, would you understand? And I'm just, because I want to get something for you to make sure that you would understand this as well. I feel like there's new horizons for you, as if there's something that it's like looking to change. All right, is it? Because I feel as she's looking at you, it's like it's like you're looking out, and so whether you feel a little bit alone at the moment or you feel like you're going out on a limb, I just feel like I want to just take a leap of faith or do something different. But again, I feel like I'm sort of hesitant. It's like I'm in my mind. Just, oh, you have an interview tomorrow. Okay, so all right, good luck with that. Because I just feel like there's a change coming up and a different life and a different path. And it's something you're a bit hesitant of, like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? But I feel you've got to go with your gut instinct, Sarah. All right. Change is good as a rest, she's telling me. Change is good as a rest. And it's like, she's quite direct, this lady. It's like, oh, got there in the end type of thing, you know, tapping her foot. This interview as well, it feels like something you're really taking a chance on. As if it's a little bit out of your comfort zone. I don't know if you would understand that, with more responsibility. But she said you are up to the task. You are up to the task. And I feel she just wants to give you that confidence of, like, just, if you fake it till you make it, you know, just go in there, be yourself, and don't overthink anything. All right, just be you. Would you understand? Yeah, would you understand that Grandad as well? Did that gentleman make sense to you as well, that came through? Because he's just got such a beautiful energy with this man as well. It's like chalk and cheese with these two. Chalk and cheese. Because I know you've got your wedding picture on there, which is beautiful. Would you understand something with the cake, because she's having a slice out of the cake? It's like she's taking a slice out. So I don't know whether something happened, or, you know, when you freeze a bit of cake or something like that, and you just, I don't know if that would make sense to you. It's like I'm taking a slice. It might be symbolic. When you take I'm having a slice of the cake, slice of the pie. I don't know what it is, but it just feels like the wedding cake, and it's like a white wedding cake. So I'll just leave that with you. All right. Please take their love. Sorry, everybody, that it took a little bit of time to work things out. She's she's quite a strong lady as well. She would be vocal, say what she thinks. But she's like, they've got your back. Both of them have got your back. All right. And it's like they're pushing you forward at the moment. She said you wasn't happy where you was. You haven't been happy for a long time. And this is like a new chance that you're actually investing in yourself for a change rather than everybody else. All right. And I'm going to leave their love with you, darling. Thank you, Sarah. Get the right. Okay, I'm going to try and look at someone and link in. We should have a gentleman, really, shouldn't we? As it's Father's Day, I feel like I've been a bit mean. Okay. All right. John, as you're the only gentleman I can see popping up on there, I'm going to try and link in with you. All right, my darling, and see where we go. Happy Father's Day, in whatever capacity that is for. All right. Right, I have got a gentleman that builds up with me, actually, and he comes through on Dad's side of the family, and he feels quite a nice size man. He feels sort of like, I don't feel a giant, but I feel like I've got quite a good height on me. It's like he stands behind you. In your picture, it's like I can imagine him standing behind you and like patting you on the back at the moment as well. He's quite a nice looking man as well, and he liked to take pride in himself. All right. He liked to how he dressed, how he came across. He feels a very moral man as well, a very structured man for some reason. He's saying a structured man. So I think what he's trying to mean is he's sort of very grounded, and he's quite focused on things, and he's quite down to earth as well. Now, he stands behind you because I feel like he just wants to get so close to you at the moment. He said you've had a few health issues going up and down, all right? And it's like you've been worried about things. But the reason he comes behind you, because I feel that it's like he wants to put healing down your back for some reason, down the back part of you. And it's also like that pat on the back that he's so proud of you and really chuffed of the man that you are. He said it took you a while to find your feet. So I don't know if he's talking about the past as well. Like it took you a little bit of time to get in your stride, but you've definitely got there. He said you're a man actually links to your heart very much, and I think this gentleman does as well. Breadcrumbs. Okay, I think it's like you've been so low, if that makes sense, so low that he just wants to come and give you a little bit of a pep up with your energy as well. As I said, you're a man that links with your heart like he does, all right? And there are times that, you do feel more emotion than you let on, but you're not afraid to sometimes show it. I feel that you can express yourself at times, and you like to talk. And I feel that the connection between you and I think your lady here is just very, very close as he's linking with you. It's like there's friendship there as well as a bond. So I don't know if you would understand that. Would you understand like card games as well? And I do, the old game of patience where you'd lay the cards out. I just sort of get that as well. And it's like, when I want to do my therapy, I'll just like lay my cards out. That's what it feels like, John, as if like you can, both of you were very heart on sleeve type of people. And there's a bit of that divine feminine energy with you as well, is that you get very emotional with things and things touch you as well. If you see something you don't like or something that's injustice, it really gets you here and you don't like that. And there is an empath side to you as well that also picks up on people's emotions. And it's like, I want I want to fix it for them. I want to help them. I want to make it better for them. But he's saying we can't always do that. We can't always fix other people because it's their job to try and fix themselves. All you can be is a support. Would you also understand a son, please? I don't know if because sometimes they show me in spirit and on the earth plane the same, so it gets a bit confusing. But he's talking about a son as well, and when they're linking me to an energy like that, it's like I feel like the son has got to sort his own problems out. This is where he's saying you cannot fix it for him. Does that make sense to you? And that he's going through his own issues at the moment. And would you understand that he's always been loving, but for some reason he's struggling to express himself, and he's like holding everything. It feels like there's a little bit of anger in there, a little bit of hurt in there. He can't quite let go of, and I don't know if where that is placed, but your lovely dad is sort of saying to you, you feel the pain as well, and it's like you want to help, but sometimes you feel like you don't know what to do. You can't help. All right, something that he's just got to work out himself. He's also talking about loving the garden as well, and it's like, you know, being very proud of the garden, and it's like a therapy as well, getting out in nature and pottering around in the garden doing things. All right, and okay, because Dad also liked the garden as well. It's like a joint thing that it's like therapy to both of you. But he's saying, please watch your back when you're digging. So I don't know if you've aggravated your back, you've had to dig a border or a hole or something for a plant. My husband has to dig all the big holes for my plants that I buy, not candies. I have millions of them, vegetables and God knows what. We're a bit of a plant fiend, aren't we, my love? So he digs the holes and I just do the pretty bit. Yeah, he's just saying, can you watch your back when you're digging, please? Because sometimes you overdo it. He's just saying it's pulling up your spine as well. He's also saying please be careful of your knees as well. He said, because I feel like there is an arthritis condition it's not terrible, but it's starting. You know, when you get the starts of it, when you bend down, you can feel them crunching a little bit. Just please watch your knees as well. And would you understand a little dog in spirit as well? Now I want quite a small one, and I feel like I want it bounding around the garden. And it's quite an energetic little pup as I'm looking, because it's like a Jack Russell sort of size dog. It feels short ahead. I just got this little dog running around the garden as well. So I don't know if it links with Dad or yourself, but yeah. And as much as you're digging, I feel like it wants to dig things up behind you. So whatever you're planting, it's thinking, oh, this looks good. I want to dig this up as well. But Dad's just said to me about the cat, all right, how there was a cat that he was always moaning, and I think it's a tabby, okay, that every time he sort of dug over, there was cat mess. The cat kept using the and I do feel the pain as a vegetable grower. But it's like he used to get really angry about the cat coming in using his garden as a toilet. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like he's not enjoying it like the dog. He's like this, he's irritated by this. I won't swear, but this cat, I can hear him in my head. I'll leave you to fill in the blanks. Would you also understand as well? I don't know if you would understand why he's bringing me to my heart as well, like a heart condition. But he's bringing me there. But it feels like he's talking about ongoing. So I don't know if there's problems around someone in the family with an ongoing heart condition. I'll terrorise him. Okay, because he's looking at me, he's like, he hates this cat. He just felt towards the end of his life, it's like, I'm getting more and more tired. This is how I feel. It's like, I just feel like I haven't got the energy anymore. I'm just winding down, and it's like, I feel like I'm dozing off. And you know, it just the like exhaustion with him as well, as if he couldn't keep his eyes over. Sometimes he's sitting down, closing his eyes. He also knows that you sometimes overdo it as well. But he said, you don't tell people when you're tired. You just keep going on and on. Your mother-in-law has a heart condition. Okay, so I feel like it's ongoing. All right. But there is a birthday coming up, and it'll be within the next week. All right. As I'm looking at the cake, it's coming on my right-hand side, so I know that is coming up. And so if you could just be aware of a birthday that's coming up as well. All right, it's just on the right-hand side. There's lots of things on the calendar as well. It's like, I feel like there's something coming up. Either you're looking forward to, or there's a deadline for something, because I keep crossing the dates off. And it's like, yeah, I just want to cross the dates off until it's time, you know. So I feel like I've got to get to the end of this month somehow. So it's either not this month, it might be next month, but the end of this month, because I keep seeing like a full June calendar crossed off as there's something that's going to happen around the end of the month, beginning of next month. He's just so proud of you, all right, and he just gets quite emotional as he comes, because he's such a lovely man. He just wants to express his emotions and just give you so much comfort right now, all right. He's still your friend, he's still your dad, and he hears all those thoughts every day. He says, you think of me every day, and you look at my picture and you go, hello Dad, every day. It's like, you know, so I don't know if that makes sense to you, but he just that's how close he is to you. So I'm going to leave his love with you, darling, all right, and I hope that helps and that is okay. But please, he's come to help you with a bit of healing as well, all right. Thank you. So I don't know if I'm meant to be continuing now or not. Rob, what am I doing?
Well, Stacie, you're a little bit over time. Actually, I've done a bit extra for us today, so
I know. Sorry,
it's
I
great for
was
us.
going on and on and on.
Oh, bless you. No, it's fantastic for us, of course. But if we finish there in terms of messages, and we'll go to Frank's cards before the closing prayer. Right. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Stacie.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us online tonight, everyone. Really great to see you with us. As our regulars will know, Stacie can't get around to everyone in the evening, unfortunately, even though we did go on a bit longer tonight than normal, which we're really grateful for. But that's why Frank from our church draws 3 animal cards each week, so that we can all take an uplifting thought into the week ahead. So let's see what Frank has for us today.
Good evening. Our first crystal this evening is the rose quartz, and with that is the card for the otter. This card says it's now time to kick back, relax, and be grateful for all that you have. The otter symbolises joy and satisfaction, which may come from success in your career, the completion of a project, or maybe a very happy home life. In fact, otters can represent big changes on the family front, such as marriage, birth, or acquiring a new home. All in all, it says life is good now, and fun is around you. Otters are endlessly curious, always looking to play. They love nothing better than to romp around and enjoy a good time. So much so that a group of otters is referred to as a romp. They mate for life and often sleep or rest holding hands whilst floating downstream so that they don't drift away from each other. They're also devoted to their pups and teach them the ideals of playfulness and healthy curiosity about this world. When otters show up in your life, you're being asked to bring fun and an eagerness to learn to all that is going on around you right now. And our second crystal is citrine, and with that goes the miniature poodle. The miniature poodle is about being the best at what you do and doing whatever you love. It asks you to be passionate and to become the very best and the most passionate in your field. If you do so, you'll be financially rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. The miniature poodle urges you to listen to your heart when it comes to your life's purpose. Often this card will refer to a career in the creative arts, so allow your gifts to surface and shine forth in the world. You have dazzling talents. Unleash them, and great abundance will come to you. Miniature poodles also refer to working well in teams. The Kennel Club lists the top 3 attributes of the poodle as active, proud and smart. These words of praise are borne out by their history of many blue ribbons and best of show awards. Poodles are quick learners. In competition, they are able to adapt to whatever scenario is thrown their way. They are creative and talented performers. However, they don't do this all alone, and they don't win the ribbons on their own. Their success is a collaborative effort with their trainer, so they encourage you to work with others towards a mutual fulfillment of your dreams. And our third crystal is the amethyst, and with that goes the card for the penguin. The penguin is about being a true and faithful partner, reassuring that you can trust the person or situation, and is accurate and heartfelt in his advice. The penguin represents a person or relationship you can absolutely trust. This might be intimate or just as easily platonic, or maybe the love of your life. Either way, you're emotionally safe with the penguin. He can symbolise getting excellent advice that comes from the heart. The penguin says that you can completely believe who or what is being presented to you at this time. The penguin is warm-hearted, honourable and very loving. As a friend, he will never let you down. As a partner, he will never stray and will keep any commitment he makes to you. The penguin will love you as you are, but he is also able to see your hidden potential. Therefore, he is likely to want to nurture your gifts and talents. He will encourage you and perhaps even push you to grow more. But he'll do this by offering his help. Penguins are fascinating birds with unusual habits. They are, after all, birds that can't fly, which symbolises the attainment of great things without having to follow society's restrictions. They are also able to drink seawater due to a gland that filters the salt from their bloodstream, which symbolises purity. They are very social animals. Most species mate for life, and they even have specific vocalizations so that they can call their mates and their chicks by name. The male incubates the eggs while they hatch, allowing the female to go out and do her thing. You can see how that might appeal to you now if you choose the penguin as your king. 3 cards offering a lot of good encouragement for the future there, and I hope they're good for somebody. Thank you for listening.
Lovely. Thank you, Frank. All right, friends, let's bring this service to a close. We'll go back to Stacie for a closing prayer, and then I'll play out the closing Vesper as usual. Thank you, Stacie.
Well, I'll try not to let it run too long this time. If you're just sitting down, just maybe close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and just take a nice deep breath. And we ask, Great Spirit, we thank all those that have worked with us this evening, my guides, inspirers and helpers, but of course your loved ones that have come through this evening to give their love, evidence and upliftment to you here tonight. Please remember that you're never alone, that you must keep talking to each other, and that we're all part of a beautiful collective system. Keep sharing the love, let everything else go, and we will have a better life to look forward to and move forward with. So let's take all this beautiful healing that we've made this evening and just surround yourself in that energy, because you are beautiful and you're worthy and you're loved. Until we meet again, friends, good night, God bless, amen.
Well, a very big thank you to Stacie Frost for taking our special Father's Day service tonight. Thank you for those lovely messages and that address earlier, Stacie. You'll be back with us at Thundersley. Thank you also to our medium in church tonight. That was Simon Coote. Simon's a regular at church and in the congregation, so I hope you had a good evening in church, Simon. Thank you to Frank for chairing in church tonight. Thank you to Peter for the Bible reading. And thank you to Frank again for the cards at the end, as you do every week. Thank you all for joining us online and watching along. Hope you have a really great week ahead, and hope you can join us again next Sunday at 6:30. Until then, take care and good night.